painful. That was a bit of a rocky start. I think this is amazing. Not over it. I've got a super exciting package to open. I've got to at least do 100. Guys, I am done. Look how insane this is. Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Megan and I'm the owner of a small business called Fauna, and in today's video I'm going to be making up some of my mystery scrunchies. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I mostly make and sell scrunchies and macrame, but I do a range of handmade accessories and decor and fun goodies like that, and that includes one of my best sellers, my mystery scrunchies. So I am an eco-friendly brand. I try and create no waste, as that is something that is really important to me and my small business. So I came up with this idea pretty much when I started my business, that I was going to create no waste items, and I created my no waste mystery scrunchies. So just to very quickly explain that, textile waste is a huge problem on our planet and I do not want to contribute to that whatsoever. So I collect a load of different types of fabric, so whether that be recycled, upcycled, thrifted, remnants, imperfect fabric, and I turn it into hair accessories. I pop them in little baggies so you can't see what's inside them. They're super affordable, and it's just a fun way for my customers to buy some super fun hair accessories and also help me cut down on textile waste. So that's what I'm going to be making today. I have been cutting up some fabric over the last few days, so I am good to head on over to my sewing machine in a minute, but first I've got a super exciting package to open. I can't wait to unbox this. So this is from the wonderful Shropshire Sews. The lovely owner Ruth reached out recently and asked if I wanted to choose some fabrics from her website, which I am so grateful for. Ruth, thank you so much. She owns an independent fabric shop. There's haberdashery on there. There's a bunch of fun things. She does workshops, loads of different things. So please go and check her out. I will leave all the information for Shropshire Sews down below, so please go and check her out. I can't wait to see what goodies are in here. It's coming in an eco plant-based mailer, which I am all here for, and yeah, I cannot wait. So again, thank you so much, Ruth. Let's see what goodies we have in here, and then you'll have to let me know what you think I should make with these items. How gorgeous are these fabrics? And also I absolutely love when you get a little scratch card on the business card. So this one is scratch to reveal your secret discount code. I think this is amazing. I love her branding. I love the whole vibe of it. I love the eco-friendly ethics behind it and everything. So Ruth, thank you so much. Guys, I am so excited. These scissors I think are my new favorite thing. There's an M on it. I know it's obviously not for Megan, but still, they're black. They're tiny and they have an M on it. Could anything be more perfect for me? Look how amazing these are. These are incredible, and these were so affordable as well. Obviously I am absolutely obsessed with anything cat related, so thank you so much. But I'm really excited to create some fun things with these, but I'm not sure what to make with them. I can obviously make scrunchies. I wouldn't use this beautiful quilted piece for scrunchies because they'd end up about this big. I think this would look super cute as like a vest or a fun padded quilted tote bag. It's a pre-quilted fabric, but green is one of my favorite colors, so I love this. This fabric is so cool. I couldn't pass this up. She does remnant fabrics as well, which is amazing. You know, I don't like any waste and stuff, so this print is so funky and it feels so soft. And then this one I am really excited about. It's a beautiful print. It's got little bunny rabbits on it and it's got flowers, and I don't have many blue fabrics that are patterned, so I'm really excited about this one. So you'll have to let me know, what do you want to see me make with these? I think this one has got to be a scrunchie because it is a perfect pattern. So please leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think I should make with these items. What would you make with them. And once again, a massive thank you to Ruth and Shropshire Sews for sending these over. Please check out the description, give them a follow, check out the website, treat yourself to some beautiful fabric and bits and bobs. So I'll have to have a good think about what I can make with these. So yeah, definitely leave your suggestions down below. So I am going to head over to my sewing machine, and these are the first fabrics I'm going to work with. So we've got this gorgeous lemon cotton and then this really cute lilac floral print pattern. This was remnants and backstock fabric that was left over from the company, and this one was thrifted fabric. So they've been washed, they've been cut, and they're ready to go. So all I'm going to do first of all is sew them in half. I don't put my logo labels in these ones. So this is my Robin limited edition lace scrunchie, and as you can see I've got a little logo tag in there. I don't put them in the mystery scrunchies because that way I can keep the cost of these super low, so I don't have to worry about popping those in. So that is the first thing I'm going to do, sew a bunch of these in half. I am already running out of time. I did start this video a little bit later on in the day just because I've been editing and stuff, so I'm already running out of time before I need to go to work, but hopefully we can at least get some of these started. So that is the first thing we're going to do. Okay, so those are now sewn together. That was a bit of a rocky start. My sewing machine just didn't want to sew. I found this to be the case. Every once in a while it'll do this where it just has like a little bit of a temper tantrum, so I have to take it all apart, clean it, put it all back together, try and sew. Doesn't usually work, so I just repeat that process until it works. Brand new needle, wasn't happy with that, so I tried another brand new needle, wasn't happy with that, so in the end I swapped up to a different bobbin, cleaned it all again, and it worked. So I don't know why it does it. It just does it every once in a while, so that was a little bit infuriating, but they're all sewn together. So all I'm going to do now is the burrito method, which is what I use to make my scrunchies, and I'll see how many of these I can get sewn up before I have to go to work, or I might just sew up a few and make some up, as in flip them inside out, add the elastic and all that sort of stuff, and then I'll have to stop because I do actually have an order that I need to package, so I'd like to get that done so I can take it before I go to work. So that is enough rambling, let's carry on sewing. So I've just stopped sewing, but we managed to do a few tubes of both the different colours, so that's always better than none. But I just want to say, guys, look how insane this is. So this is my May sales tracker. So every time I get an order, I place the person's name in one of the little shapes on whatever month it is, and then I will have like a random colour. So the main colour is green, and then as you can see there's like random pink ones. So if you land on one of the different coloured shapes, you'll get a freebie in your order. It's just a really fun thing to do for your customers and for yourself, just to track your sales, see all the different names and stuff. I did pitch this idea a very long time ago from the wonderful Millie from Prints by Millie. I'll leave her information down below. And if you're interested in checking out my sales tracker, I do have a printable version over on my Buy Me a Coffee page. If you're a family member, you can download it for free. If you're not a family member, you can buy it. But this is my May one, and you guys have been absolutely incredible and ordered so many times. I can't believe it's the point where I've had to use another page because there's enough shapes on here for 35 orders, and you guys filled it up. So we're on the last day of May today, tomorrow? I can't remember, it's either today or tomorrow, but I ended up running out of space, so I've had to use another page. So I have just added the wonderful Zoe onto here because Zoe has placed an order, and Zoe is actually who I named the Zoe scrunchie after. She's an absolutely wonderful person that I met when I was living in Norfolk, and she's ordered another one. So we've got the Zoe XL, which is this lovely deep purple, and the Daphne XL, which is the lovely lilac colour. So when I wanted to create a purple scrunchie, I knew I wanted to call it after Zoe because she always looked fab in the colour purple. So I asked her which one she would prefer. Would you prefer a lilac one or the deep purple? And she went with the deep purple. So this one ended up being the Zoe, and this one is the Daphne. All my scrunchies have names, and this one is inspired by two different Daphnes. I'm going to give you a second to maybe guess. So pause the video, leave a comment down below and let me know which Daphne you think I named this one after. There's two answers, and if you get both, I'd be very surprised, but I'll let you do that sec. So if any of you guess this right, I'll be very surprised, but this was actually named after Daphne from Scooby-Doo because Scooby-Doo was one of my favourite shows growing up, and it still is today. Like, I would happily rewatch it. And obviously Daphne wears a lot of purple, and I absolutely loved the live version of it. Sarah Michelle Gellar in it was absolutely incredible. And obviously Daphne's a redhead, and I grew up with ginger hair, which I hated, but seeing characters with red hair just made me really, really happy. And the second Daphne it's named after is Daphne from Bridgerton because I love Bridgerton. So there's just some examples as to where I get some of my name choices from, people I know, or just things that inspire me of things I really like. So fun fact for you there. But I'm gonna get these packaged up. Zoe, thank you so much, lovely. I'm then gonna shoot off because I've got to get to the post office before I go to work, come back. Might not do any sewing tonight because it is Friday evening, and even though I don't really live a wild life and I would happily sew away on a Friday evening, I'll probably spend it just chilling with Alex. So let's get this packaged up. Good morning, guys. So I've got my mic on because I've got the air purifier and the fan on behind me and it's quite loud. I've got the windows open, so hopefully you guys can't hear all that, but happy Saturday. It's the weekend and Alex has gone out biking, so I've got the whole day pretty much to do whatever I want in terms of the business, chilling out, and I've had a nice slow morning, which is not something that we often do because we're usually up cracking on with stuff. We're usually super busy or we're at markets and stuff, so I am enjoying having a slower year, I'm not gonna lie, to the point where I didn't get out of bed till like 9 a.m, which is insane. I was awake and everything, but I don't think I actually rolled out of bed till gone 9, which is wild to me. I've read a bit this morning because I've started a new book. I have done some editing. I've packaged a few orders, which you would have seen. So I've just had a bit of a nice slow morning and we're already creeping towards 1 p.m. So again, I'm battling with that internal monologue of you've wasted a whole morning and no, you deserve to chill. You deserve to have slower days. It's the weekend. It's normal to have days off. So I've just gotten back from the post office and it is another boiling hot day out there, but there's a nice breeze, so I'm not complaining whatsoever. But I have just taken Emily and Izzy's order. Guys, thank you so much. I honestly still can't get over how wild this month has been in terms of orders and sales. Off the top of my head, I can't think about the start of the month, but definitely towards the end of the month and after I launched the No Waste collection, I've kind of just had at least one order a day, like just trickling in, which has been absolutely amazing. Emily picked up 4 gorgeous scrunchies and they all looked so nice together. So Emily, thank you so much. I really hope you like them. And Izzy, as always, was an absolute legend and placed a monstrous order. And she has wiped me out of a bunch of the keychain wallets, the No Waste one. So Izzy, thank you so much. And I also want to say another thank you to Izzy, as well as a thank you to the lovely Elaine, who were both super, super kind. If I've mentioned this already, guys, I'm so sorry, but I don't think I have. But they've been so kind and they've donated to my Buy Me a Coffee page. Guys, I'm blown away. Thank you guys so much. I never would expect anyone to do anything like that, but it means so much to me and I always feel guilty. I'm like, I can't take this, but every penny goes straight back into the business. Maybe every once in a while I'll treat the cats, it'll go towards looking after the cats, but it is just an incredible way that people have supported me and that support means I can keep doing this. So Izzy and Elaine, thank you so much. I am going to try again later to reply to your donations on my Buy Me a Coffee page because for some reason every time I type out my response it says it's posted and then I'll go back on my page and it's not there. So if you guys have received a bunch of notifications and multiple replies of me thanking you, I'm so sorry about that, but from my end it looks like they're not properly going through on there, so I'm really sorry if you haven't had a response yet. I'm going to try again later. I don't know if there's like an error on my page or whatnot, but just know I am so grateful, and each of those that came through I did get a little bit emotional, so I thought I would just pop on and say thank you on here as well. So yeah, blown away as always, and we are on the last day of May, so I'm pretty sure that is it for orders. Still, yeah, not over it whatsoever. So guys, thank you all so much for your support. Even to those of you who haven't placed an order but have watched the YouTube, supported me on social media, you have no idea how much just showing up in these small ways really does help the business. It helps get the word out there. So yeah, thank you. I can't thank you guys enough. So before we get too soppy and I end up rambling, I'm going to carry on sewing because we've not done a great deal and that was the whole point of this video. I do have a bunch of the lilac and yellow pieces left to sew up for the No Waste mystery scrunchie. So I'm probably just going to pop on my headphones, get the sewing machine out, and we're just going to sew the day away, I think. Right guys, so I have just finished off all of these ones here. So I've done blue and pink. These are like the same floral pattern, and I really like this pattern. As I was like sewing it, I thought, I wish I'd saved this fabric for something else. So I have actually picked out some of the strips that I've already pre-cut, and I've popped them to the side for a future project, but I think I've got like 10 of each one either way, so I've still managed to get like a bunch of mystery scrunchies out of these. This is the good thing about when I can get offcuts or remnant pieces or thrift a bunch of fabric or whatever, leftover, backstock, imperfect fabric, and there's quite a lot of it. I can get quite a lot of items out of it, but often or not, because the fabric pieces are, like I just said, remnant, scrap pieces, whatever. Sometimes the pieces are really small, so I can only get like one scrunchie out of it, and then I'll use the other scrap piece for keychain wallets or whatever no waste items I want to make in the future. So we've been able to get a good amount out of each of these pieces of fabric so far. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go get some lunch, and while I'm having a lunch break, I'm going to edit a photo for social media, because I've not actually posted a photo in a short while on like Instagram or whatever, so I'm going to do that. But first, I'm going to have a quick look down here in my crates, because I've got a bunch of pre-cut strips ready for no waste mystery scrunchies. So while I've still got white thread in my machine, I'm going to see if there's any pieces in there that I can turn into mystery scrunchies, and then I'll swap out the thread for a darker thread, and we'll sew up some of the darker fabric pieces I've cut. So let's have a nosy down there, see what we can find. Okay, so in this one, let's have a look. This looks like mystery scrunchies. Let's pop that here. I'm running out of room. These I can definitely do. Izzy has just picked up a bunch of these in the keychain wallets, like this kind of pattern and stuff, but I have already pre-cut all of these, so I could probably do the pink with the white thread. That'll be black thread. Probably do a bunch of the stuff that's under here, actually, to be fair. So let's pick out some of these. Hello guys, sorry, Koshka is present. I've just took a short break from sewing to record a podcast episode for my family members. I've just edited that and uploaded it for them. So it is quite late now, it's gone 6 PM, but I did finish off sewing these into strips, which is the next fabric print for the mystery scrunchies. I've managed to get through quite a lot, which is really good, so I am gonna tackle some of those next. I didn't really show you that well, but that's the print I'm gonna do next. I've had some of these strips for a long time because I did get quite a lot of fabric of some of the next ones that I'm gonna tackle, so hopefully we can keep selling more of these because I do like some of these prints, but I am kind of sick of seeing these ones now. It's just wandering about supervising, don't mind him. But because it is getting quite late and Alex is home now, I'm gonna do a little bit more sewing, and then what I think I'm gonna do is get on the couch on my comfy armchair. They're scissors, mate, we can't play with them. No, you can't eat that either. Air jail. What? I'm just going to do a little bit more sewing, then get on my armchair, and I will probably then get my bodkin, some elastic, and I will start turning a bunch of these tubes into scrunchies this evening, just curled up on the couch in front of the telly, I think. Or maybe not. This one kind of wants quite a bit of attention, so Might have to call it and give this little one some loving, I think. Is that what you want? Oh, come on then. Let's go. Hello guys, so I've got a lot of scrunchies here, which is great. It took me quite a while last night to turn them all into scrunchies and add elastic to them and whatnot, but they're all done and laid out. All I need to do now is the finishing seam on them, so they're done. We'll have to cut all the little threads obviously, and then they go in my little paper baggies, which explains what they are. I don't have many of these made up, so I'm probably going to have to make a few more of the bags up, which I'm not a fan of doing just because my stamp is, it's not the best, but they're so expensive, and as much as I would love to replace it with one of these self-inking ones, they're just crazy money. Also with the one I have, it's a lot of effort and the ink pads dry up straight away, which isn't great, so unfortunately most of my ink pads are pretty dry. So I don't know how well you can see it, but the logo there, you can barely see it now. Some of them you can see a little bit more, but it's pretty much dried up, so I'm going to have to check my other one, see if that one's dried up. I'll have to order some more ink pads, which is annoying, but I can't currently justify spending the amount that I would need to spend on a self-inking stamp yet because they're wild. But if any of you have any recommendations for some more affordable ones, please just leave it down below and let me know. But the first thing I'm going to do while I've still got white thread in my machine is finish off the ones that have got white in them, so I can just use the white thread. So these white background ones which got pink floral on them, and then the blue ones as well as potentially these two. So I think that's what I'm going to do first. Then I can swap out my needle, no, not the needle, swap out the thread, get the rest of them done. And I would still like to do some of the darker colours. I think this is the only fabric I have left. I thought I had more of my black rainbow fabric left, which is basically the black version of this animal print one, but I think I've used it all, so it'd be good to get some of these made up as well at some point. But at least that is a huge chunk of mystery scrunchies done for now, sort of, almost. So that is 96 scrunchies done, and luckily I did find some of the pre-cut strips of the black rainbow, so I do have a few darker pieces to sew up, and I obviously can't leave it at 96. I've got to at least do 100. So I'm going to do a bunch of this pattern here as well as some of the rainbow ones, but I do need to swap out my thread for some black thread. I think I'm going to swap my needle as well because it's feeling a little bit blunt. And then once I've done all that, I just need to snip all the threads and then start bagging them all up. So still quite a few more steps to go, but we're getting there. Done. I think there's 115 mystery scrunchies here, plus a few other stock items that I just thought I'd sew up while I was sewing. So lots of mystery scrunchies done. All I need to do is sit and cut all the threads off them, which is going to take forever, but that's fine. There's so many here. And then I do need to bag them up, but there's definitely nowhere near enough bags here. So I am going to get started on bagging all of these up, trimming the threads first obviously, and then they can be restocked, which is amazing. Quite happy about that. Woken up, you're all warm. Guys, I am done and I am in so much pain. It's gone 7 and my neck and shoulders and back from looking down for that long, I hurt. Oh, see you later. And I've made quite a mess of the pile of scrunchie bags over there. But that became so tedious. The last few was painful. It took so long. It's like gone 7 p.m. I am ready to stop because that's like 3 full days of making these scrunchies. But way over 100 done, so what was it, 115 or something like that in the end. Are all bagged up and ready to go. And yeah, so am I. But I am so glad they are all done. We will see how long these last in the shop and for markets and stuff. But I am gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you could give this a massive thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, leave I'll let Meg, editing Meg, choose again. Leave this emoji down below, and if you haven't subscribed, I would really appreciate it if you would consider, my words are starting to jumble, if you would consider pressing the big red subscribe button. And also, if you want to support me in more ways than one, feel free to check out the description. All the social media, the website, everything for Fauna Rose is linked down below. Sorry, that's Cleo. My buy me a coffee page is down below as well, so if you would like to support me even further, you can subscribe for extra content, behind the scenes and different things like that. That is, like I just said, over on my buy me a coffee page. There's 3 different tiers that you can join, which leads me on to thank all my incredible family members. I couldn't do any of this, my small business, the YouTube, anything without their support. So guys, thank you so much for absolutely everything. You're incredible. But apart from that, thank you again for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.